Hey, happy Tuesday. It is nice to see you. I feel bad just always sitting in front of the tub, so I figured I'd come down here and, sit. I'm sitting in front of the fireplace that is totally functional, but I don't use it. I got Wally in here. Look. Look, it's Wally and Boob. Get out of his butt. Wally. Hey. He didn't stay in here last night. He went out to go to the bathroom and didn't come back. He does that sometimes. And no, he's not neutered, but I also have to remind you, he's not my cat. So, and there we tried to catch him. I've not been able. You can't pick him up. You can't touch him. He turns into the Hulk. No, he's not my cat. And but we did try to apprehend him and take him to the vet, but it didn't work out. I'm not really sure what to do with him. Although, he's not neutered, but I'm going to tell you, this cat does nothing. He shows no interest in other cats. He doesn't go out tomcatting. He's been hanging around here since, what, May? He's never once done it that I'm aware of. He doesn't spray. He doesn't fight. He is the most peaceful cat I've ever seen. He is calmer than any neutered cat I have ever seen in my life. Hell, he's more calm than my spayed female cat, who is like the Tasmanian devil. She's always getting into something. She's just very aggressive and just chaotic. Anyway, I don't know. But when you're on the internet, you get used to that. People are going to nitpick everything about your life. You can't show them anything. You can't talk about anything. Somebody's always going to have something to say because that's just the way it is. And you get used to it. Wally. Where'd he go? There he is. Wally. Wally. He's cleaning himself. He's not very good at it, but he tries. I went to Walmart this morning. I actually ventured out. I went and put some gas in my car, and I stopped by Walmart to pick up a few things. And I said I'm not looking at the half off Christmas stuff. I'm not doing it. So of course I did, and I went and bought some stuff. I found some stuff that I think actually will work really well for my Lord of the Rings themed Christmas tree that I want to do next year. I want to do my big green tree that's right, not the white one back there, not that one. But I want to do my big green tree in a Lord of the Rings theme next year. And they had some cool ornaments that look like they would really work for that, for kind of what I had in mind for that. And I have bought some Lord of the Rings Christmas ornaments online. They're expensive as hell. They really are. They're very expensive, I guess because it's such a niche thing. You know, you can't run down to Walmart and get them. I found some on Etsy, and I found some on Amazon, and I found some on eBay, and oh my God, they're expensive. I have bought a few. I went ahead and bought a few. I'm not going to buy a ton of them. I'm not going to put a bunch of money into it, and then when Christmas is over, you better believe I will be selling them online. And I talked to my hairdresser today, and she said she'll take any of my decorative items, like ornaments and decorations that I want to give her. She will take whatever I have. So I think with my purple tree, I'm going to give her most of the purple decorations on it. And I'm going to give her the purple Christmas tree skirts and stuff, and a lot of the stuff off my iridescent tree over there, because I don't plan to use it again. I'm going to keep the silver ornaments, I think. I'm going to keep the silver stuff. I'm going to give her the purple stuff and most of the stuff on the iridescent tree. That tree next year I'm doing in a beach theme. I'm going to have a beach themed Christmas tree. I think that'd be really cute, so I'm doing that next year. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still having to blow my nose some, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was yesterday. I think I've sneezed one time today. That's it. And I feel a lot better. I'm in a better frame of mind. I'm not quite as crabby as I was yesterday. I'm still a little bit crabby, but not as bad. I'm feeling better. And I didn't go to an exercise class again today, though, because I'm not quite... See, that's what I do. When I start feeling a little bit better, I get a little overzealous and I overdo it, and then I feel like crap again for several days. So I'm not doing that this time. I felt like I could do it, but I thought, no, take one more day. I'll get back at it tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'll be all right. I did get out today and do a little bit of cleaning up in the driveway from where they had the hardy board stuff stacked in my driveway. There was all kinds of weird stuff. And the forklift that they used to move it must have been in some red mud before it came here, because there was a bunch of dried red mud all over my driveway. And I got up as much of it as I could. Let me show you my mantle. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's actually 2 strips of garland. You have the green and then you have the balls. That's a separate part right there. And I've got my big ass, what are they? Gnomes. Oh, those came from Aldi, and they have those. If you have those gnomes at your Aldi, they're half price now. I think they were $24.99, so now you can get them for $12.49 if you want some big ass gnomes. I didn't get any more. I decided 2 is enough. I don't need any more gnomes. But I did get some stuff. I was not going to look at the Christmas stuff. I said, don't look at it. You'll buy a bunch of crap. But all I bought was stuff that I will be able to use for my tree. And I picked up a few things that would work for the beach theme tree. And that's all I got. I didn't go in there and go crazy and buy a whole bunch of stuff. My son's up there talking to somebody. He sounds very animated. I'm going to have to tell him to be quiet when, because I'm getting ready to do a video. I have 2 Macy's beauty boxes, so I think I'm going to do one of those for the other channel today. Because like I say, you know, I'm feeling better, but I'm not 100%, and I don't feel like putting a whole bunch of effort into a video. Sometimes I really think I should just take a day off. I really should. But then I don't know. I don't want to. Like, if I really wanted to, I would. And I'm thinking about, honestly, I'm thinking about taking New Year's Eve off. I don't feel like doing a live stream again. One thing about live streams, I never feel good about them. I don't do them very often. And the main reason I don't is because I never feel good about it. When it's over, I just feel like it was terrible and it was a bad idea. And I have a knot in my stomach. And I honestly, I really don't enjoy it. I mean, I like talking to people and it's nice answering questions, but when it's all over, I feel like shit. I feel like it was just awful, and it leaves me just feeling kind of lousy for a couple days. So I thought, well, New Year's Eve is the night when the fewest number of people watch all year, by far. I mean, New Year's Eve, nobody's watching ASMR videos. Well, they're not watching mine anyway. Maybe they're watching other people's stuff. But my numbers, the views drop like a rock on New Year's Eve. Now, they go back up after that. But New Year's Eve, ain't nobody watching. So I thought, well, shit. You could do a live stream. I thought, I don't want to do that. Well, you could do nothing. And I may just do nothing because I don't think anybody would even notice if I didn't. Oh, somebody's eating dry food. I couldn't figure out what that noise was. I could do nothing, or I could just do something completely different. Just something just so like a one-off bizarre ass kind of video. I'm leaning towards doing some kind of one-off bizarre ass video because, I mean, nobody's going to see it anyway. Nobody's going to see it. So what would I do? The hell if I know. I don't have any ideas at this point. I really don't. Just something goofy as hell. I don't know. I don't know what I would even do. It's either I'm either going to do a one-off or I'm just not going to do anything at all. And I will just take the day off and just relax. Oh, that's somebody's headlights. I couldn't figure out why it lit up back there. That was somebody's headlights. One of my neighbors is pulling out of their driveway. That was weird. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to think about it and just see how I feel. And then I will just go from there. So yeah, I got out. It was actually really nice today. The weather is slowly getting better. Every day it's a little bit warmer. Every night it doesn't get quite as cold, but it's very gradual. But it's looking like by the end of the week, we're going to have highs up in the 60s again, which hell yeah. Hell yeah. Highs in the 60s and sunny. I will take that. Absolutely. At the end of December especially. So, and that'll be really good too, because I want to get out and get some leaves up. And I was thinking, you know, by the end of the week, I should be feeling a lot better. I'll have more energy. The weather's going to be better. It won't be, you know, freezing cold or anything. It'll be really nice outside. So I'm going to get out and get some leaves up with my little vacuum. I have this little corded, it's electric leaf blower, but it's also a vacuum and it has a big bag on it. You know, I'm going to get out there and use my leaf sucker and get some leaves up. And yeah, I'm going to wash my car. Oh, my car is so gross. It really needs to be washed. And I prefer to wash it myself rather than spend $20 running it through the car wash. Yeah, most of the car washes around here anymore, unless you want to go to the sketchy ones that will screw your paint job up, which you shouldn't really go through car washes a lot anyway, because it's really not good for your paint job. But for the decent ones, you know, it's going to be at least $10 to $12. But usually I will, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do the whole thing, you know. But I can just wash it here myself. I mean, if it's going to be up in the 60s, hell yeah, I can wash it in my driveway, no problem. So I'm probably going to do that later this week, and try to just get back to my normal routine of doing stuff and feeling a little bit more normal, because I just definitely have not felt normal for the last few days. You ever just get sick, and for whatever reason it just affects your entire mood? Like, you just feel like a completely different person for a while. I have been very grouchy and just, I don't know, like I have no patience. I'm very irritable. I don't recall ever feeling that way at Christmas time. It's not related to that. I think it's whatever I've been sick with. It's just made me grouchy. I should show you what I bought. And then I'll tell you about why I have to believe in God forever. It's a story. I might have told y'all this before, and I know I don't talk about politics or religion, but I have to tell you this story because it's actually kind of cute. And well, if you're really religious, I don't mean to offend you. It's something that happened when I was a kid, and it's not bad. It's just a silly story, but I want to show you my ornaments first because I think they're cute, and I want to show them off. Wally heard me moving around, and he had to come check on me. I'm okay, Wally. Oh, Pumpkin, hey, look. Pumpkin, look at your friend Wally. That's not my damn friend. She doesn't hiss at him as much as she used to. Hey, Wally, why don't you go say hey to Pumpkin? She hates me. Oh, she hates everybody, Wally. It's not just you. She even hates me sometimes. You want to go say hey to her? Hate him. Pumpkin, won't you come say hey to Wally? Hell no. Hell no. Well, you don't have to act like you've never seen him before. I hate him. Hey, Pumpkin. No. That's an air rifle, don't worry. Wally. Okay, anyway. So, I stuck them all in these bags so I could carry them up in the attic and put them in a tote. But I already have a bunch of these, but these were half price. These really pretty, these velvet poinsettias. So I bought some of these because the colors for the Lord of the Rings tree, I'm thinking are going to be like this red, not a shiny red, but it's kind of like a matte red and a little bit dark. And then gold, but again, not a super shiny gold. But I found these disco balls. This one's broken, but it doesn't matter because I'm probably just going to stick them in the tree and they're not going to be like hanging up. Hey, Boop. She wants to come check it out. And then, oh, these are pretty. Let me see if I can show you these. So these were all half price. These big balls here were $3.28, so it was half price on that. And I like them because they're not super shiny. But they only had those two. But I got these. Look at these cool things. So they're kind of like dark gray. And I don't know, it's just sort of Lord of the Ringsy looking to me. And then I got two of the same ones in this red here. And I got these cute little ornaments. I thought these would be cool. And I got 2 packs of these ornaments right here. And I got big balls. Look, 3 big balls. Look at these big. I knew a guy who had 3 balls. Look at that. And then these, I thought these were neat. Even if I don't put them on the Lord of the Rings tree, I might use them in my beach theme tree. I don't know. There's going to be a bit of white and a lot of burlap and blue in the beach theme tree. But so yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. I'm kind of tempted to go to the Taj Mahal Mart and see if they have any other stuff that would work. I might do that. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's what I bought. I know I had them all in there. Stop it, Boo. But I have a tote upstairs that I can put all this in. I just stuck it all in here so I can get it up there. So yeah, that's my little collection of stuff. So I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then I got to go get started on the Macy's beauty box. Okay. And I may have told this story before, I don't remember. I know I told it to my older son not too long ago, and he said, Mom, that's kind of that's kind of messed up. That's kind of ridiculous. I said, I know. Okay. When I was about 5 or 6, I was little. My dad wanted to go to the Threshers reunion, which is an event that they hold every year. The weekend, usually, it's right around Independence Day, and it will be, I don't know if it's always on the weekend. It's usually right around Independence Day, so right around the July 4th. So, and it's this thing down in Denton, North Carolina, where they show all this old, like machinery and stuff, and they show how it operates, like old farm equipment, old, just old, old machines. And my dad loves stuff like that. He loves stuff like that. And so sometimes I would go with him, sometimes I wouldn't. Usually I'd go with him because they would always have these booths where you could like pay $1 and you get to play a game and win a prize. And I always hoped that I would get to do that. Plus I like to go places. I don't like being stuck at home. But the one thing there were two things I didn't like about the Threshers reunion. It seemed like it was always the hottest period of time. It was always like 1,000 degrees outside, and there really weren't a lot of places to go to get out of the heat. There was really no shade, and I just remember just always being so hot, and it was just awful. And I cut my thumb showing you ornaments. I don't even know how the hell I did it, but dang it. I constantly have little cuts on my hands. I cannot stand it. I have a new one now. Damn it. Anyway, so it's always hot, and I get bored watching them I'll be honest, I get bored watching them demonstrate how these machines work. It just was not that interesting to me. And my dad would want to stand there and watch and ask them all these questions, and he was just fascinated, and he would listen to them explain all these different technical things about this machine, that machine, and I'm just like, oh God, please. And I would get so bored, and it was just him and me. And my brother was always kind of an indoor kid, and he didn't really care for that kind of stuff. So I don't remember him ever going. I don't think he ever went with us. It was always just my dad and me. And my mom certainly had no interest in it. So, but I would get really bored. And so this one, when I was maybe 5 or 6 years old, this one time we went. And so he was listening to watching a demonstration of some sort of machine. The hell if I know what it was. And I got bored, and I asked, I think he gave me $1 and said, I was probably getting on his nerves. Like, here's $1, go play a game or get you a drink, or basically go away. Just here's $1, go away. And it was the late 70s, early 80s, and you could do a lot more with $1 back then. Boop, don't chew on that. Stop it. She is the most mischievous little cat. So what I ended up doing was I went and found this game where they would give you darts, like actual darts, back when they, you could play with stuff that would put your eye out. Actual darts with the metal point on them, And they had these balloons. I think they still do this in some places. I think at Carowinds you can still do it. And so you have to stand there at the booth and you throw them at balloons, and you're supposed to try to pop balloons. And depending on how many balloons you popped, they would give you different prizes. But I remember you didn't get to pick the prizes. And they had a bunch of different prizes, different things you could win. But I spotted one of the prizes up there was this little bag of these miniature plastic animals. And I was obsessed with just tiny little animals of any kind. It didn't matter. Just small plastic animals. And I saw that there was one of the prizes was a bag of just little assorted animals. I don't know. I remember it had some horses in it. And it might have been like barnyard animals or something. I don't know. But I loved stuff like that, tiny plastic animals. And I wanted that bag of animals so bad. So I'm standing in line waiting to play this game. And I prayed to God. I said a prayer to God. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh. I'm not. It's just I cannot believe I remember this, but I do. And I said, God, If you will let me win that bag of animals, I promise I will believe in you forever. Do you know what happened? I won that bag of animals. And I didn't get to pick it either. I popped I think I popped like 3 balloons, and Wally, what's wrong? What's wrong all of a sudden? Is Boop messing with you? Boop, leave him alone. You know he doesn't play. Wally, I'm sorry. You okay? Bless you. Boop, stop. She wants him to play with her so bad. Wally doesn't play, like, at all. Boop, leave him alone. Where'd he go? He'll want to go out if she keeps messing with him. She can be kind of an asshole sometimes. So, yeah, but anyway, the person operating the booth, I didn't even say to this person that I wanted the animals. I didn't. But that's what they gave me. I popped like 3 balloons, and they reached up, and I still remember, they reached up and they grabbed that bag of animals and gave it to me. And I'm just literally jumping for joy. So I'm kind of beholden to God now. Like, I have to believe in God forever, because that was the deal. I made a deal. I promised. I did. I promised. I said, I promise I'll believe in you forever if you let me win that bag of animals. And I did. So I'm 49. And so I'm beholden. I have to keep on, because I've got to win the animals, which are long gone now. Wally, who are you talking to? Kitty? Boop's over here attacking the couch. She's not even bothered. He does this every now and then. He'll just start making a proclamation just out of nowhere. Wally, come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here. Do you need to go out? You need to go to the bathroom? He doesn't do litter boxes. I've tried to show it to him, and he's like, what are you doing? No, he's not litter box trained at all. Hey, man. Do you need to go out? I think he actually needs to go out. So, yeah, he had to go out, so I think he needed to go to the bathroom. So, anyway, he just went out. Hopefully, he'll come back. But I don't mean to start talking all about religion and stuff, because I know that's not something, but it's not something I'm going to go into detail about. But I mean, I believe that there could, it's very possible that there is some sort of creator. But my 2 beliefs on that, and again, I am not trying to step on any toes or start a debate. I'm not. I think it's very possible that there is something like a creator, but I think 2 things about it. I think it's nothing like we imagine. I think it's something that is totally not at all what we can conceptualize. And I don't think it's intimately involved in our everyday lives. It's kind of like you can create, you can mix up cake batter. You can create the makings of a cake and stick it in the oven and wander off. And that cake is going to bake without whether you stand there and watch it or not. I think it's kind of something like that. But again, I don't know. I am honest enough to say I don't know. I have no idea. I'm hopeful that something happens when we die and it's good, but I don't know. But I'm not trying to get all heavy and everything, but I just wanted to tell you why I am obligated to believe in God for the rest of my life, because I won that damn bag of animals. So he got me on a technicality, I guess. So, yeah. I was so happy to win those animals. It was the highlight of the day. I was so excited. And I remember this one time, my dad was a gunsmith when I was growing up, and he used to do work for this sporting goods store out of town, and it was like 45 minutes away, a 45-minute drive away to go to this place. And he would have to go deliver stuff, pick stuff up, like customers would drop off guns that needed work, and my dad would work on them and take them back. And there was this convenience store that we would go past on the way down there. And I remember they had these tiny little dachshunds, these little miniature dachshunds. And they came with these little things that were like cigarettes. And you could stick it in their mouth and light it, and it looked like the dachshund was smoking a cigarette. Actually, it looked more like a joint, but it was supposed to be a cigarette. And I remember I kept begging my dad to, please let me get one of those. I have my allowance. I'll pay for it myself. And for a while, he didn't want me to buy it. He said it was a fire hazard. I said, it's just, it's not. I'll be careful with it, I promise. Well, finally, I think he got tired of me asking, and he finally let me buy one of those little smoking dachshunds. and I just thought it was the coolest thing. But I asked to borrow his lighter in the truck so I could try it out, and he got mad at me and told me to shut up about it. So I had to wait till I got home and light it on the stove, and when nobody was looking. And I used to roast marshmallows on the eye of the stove when nobody was looking. We were not supposed to do that. Fire hazard, or not good for the stove or something, I don't know. But I used to roast marshmallows on the stove all the time. That has nothing to do with anything, but I just thought I'd tell you. Anyway, I'm going to go see if Wally has returned from his trip out, and get ready to do a Macy's beauty box. And if you have any suggestions for New Year's Eve, keeping in mind that I really don't feel like doing a live stream, I don't know. I think what it is with the live stream, it's like the lack of control. I have no control over how it's going to go. I have no control over what people are going to say. And you get people on there that are just assholes, and they'll spam a bunch of shit. And, you know, I mean, I don't like the fact that you really have no control over how it goes. And I am somebody who very much values having control over things in my life, and I freely admit that. I don't like feeling out of control. It really bothers me. It always has. I like to feel like I have control. So, keeping in mind that I'm probably not going to do a live stream. What could I do? What could I do? I'm trying to think of something kind of different. It doesn't even have to be ASMR. I mean, it could be just whatever. I don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know, because right now I can't really think of anything. I did think about painting a birdhouse. I have this little birdhouse that I bought for Glinda the Good Witch, and it's not stained or anything. It's unfinished. And I have some stuff to coat it in, you know, to sort of, it's like safe for animals and all that. It's like linseed oil or something like that. It's supposed to be good for it. I don't know. You put a bunch of coats of that on there. I could paint that, but I don't really feel like doing that. I feel like doing something else. I don't know. I can't really think of anything, but if you have any ideas, let me know. But thank you so much for being here. I hope your week is going well. This bizarre week between Christmas and New Year's that always feels, to me, it's just always kind of a goofy week. Work-wise, it's been really slow. There's been nothing going on with work. It's just totally dead. So maybe I'll have something tomorrow, but yesterday and today, not really anything to do. So maybe, which is fine because I haven't been feeling good and I didn't feel like doing anything anyway. Boop, what the hell are you doing? Boop. She is up under there somehow. How are you under there, cat? You know what I have not done? Boop, where are you? Oh, there she is. Cat, how'd you fit under there? How are you under there? You're flat. You're so flat. You look like a little raccoon. Boop. I see your face. Oh, kitty. That does not look comfortable at all. You have almost no room under there. But you know what I haven't done? I've totally forgotten my little Aldi. I didn't light it up. All throughout Christmas, I totally forgot about it. Isn't it cute, my little Aldi? Yeah, I didn't. I forgot all about it. Well, don't want to leave it turned on. The battery will go dead. Okay, I'm going for real. Thank you so much for being here. Again, I hope your week is going really well. I'm feeling a whole lot better, so I'm happy about that. And thank you again for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.